Random things in my parents' house that just makes sense. This is my mom's lookout tower. It's high as hell, sturdy, and she goes up here to read, get fresh air, and pray the rosary. She wanted a tree house, but we didn't have any trees that could hold a house, so she built this. It's weird, but hey, it's her house.
Random things that we have found while living in Marilyn Monroe's house. Come with me. So we found this incinerator and found these 2 magazines inside. This one is from 1953, one of the years she did live here, and it had some circled areas around different branding articles. We also uncovered these stairs while lifting up some old carpet, which is amazing. And of course, you guys, I found her signature while changing light bulbs one day in the kitchen. Bye!
Things in my millennial apartment that just make sense. This cup that's hanging from the ceiling, I just hope it never comes down. This magical nipple you have to touch if you want to turn on the light. This picture of Jungkook and Hobie from BTS eating in Sweden in IKEA.
Random things about my Tesla that just make sense. The Smart Summons feature can track your phone's location and pick you up at the front of any building. There's a music making app similar to like GarageBand. Tons of games. My favorite's Mario Kart, where you use the steering wheel, or just a classic arcade game. You can sing karaoke, of course, had to go with some Frozen. Play pranks with the digital whoopee cushion, super mature of Elon Musk. I really expected no less from him. The entire roof of the car is glass. It's a nice view.
Open glove box.
The car does literally whatever you tell it to do. You charge your car, you save the environment, you never get hit on by a creepy man at a gas station ever again. And then of course there's autopilot, you put in your destination and it takes you there. There's no driver in the car in this clip. And at the end of the day, you can warm up by a nice Tesla fire.
Random things in Japan that just make sense. It's definitely an unspoken rule in Japan to reverse into your parking spots. The Japanese culture is actually a like-minded race, so they do things on the same page. And yes, they will wait for you to back into your spot and have a little less patience if you're reverse parking out of your spot. This creates a really easy flow of traffic in major parking spots and creates ease of evacuation in case of an emergency. I actually do think that this really makes sense, especially if everybody's doing it and everyone's on the same page. And yeah, it's also just super satisfying to see.
Random things about AirPods that just make sense. If you get tired of using your AirPods while using your MacBook, just hang them on the screen. If you were to lose one of your AirPods, go on the App Store and search AirPods Oniri. This app leads you to your lost AirPod by using the Bluetooth signal.
Random things in our tiny van home that just make sense. We recently installed this outdoor table. It conveniently folds up and down to save space, and now we can enjoy meals outside. When we first built these benches, they were a little tall and my feet didn't quite touch the ground. So we installed this platform, and now we use it to store all of our shoes. Our composting toilet slides in and out from this cap, and we built this skinny drawer to store our dirty laundry. We have sliding curtain tracks in the front and back of our van, so that we can quickly close them when we need privacy.
Random things in my Japanese home that just make sense. We have a door right next to the stovetop. It actually slides open for ventilation at the bottom and the top. Almost every door in our house slides, which saves space in all the hallways. Our stove actually has a heat temperature setting for cooking rice.
Things in a white guy's apartment that just make sense to them. A painting of another white guy that they don't know doing things that white guys do, I guess. A leather tray. They all have leather trays. Golf balls mounted on the wall because balls to the wall. Monogrammed glasses that they have probably never used. Let's check the dust. They've never used. A singular pan that they use for everything that doesn't even sit flat on the surface. A needlepoint belt with dogs on it. A drawer of just koozies. Stools that are not tall enough to actually sit at the counter. and a brown leather reclining couch.
Random things in my smart home that just make sense.
I don't have to worry about searching for my keys because I have a keyless entry that I can unlock with a code on my phone. If I'm carrying too much in my hands, I just bump my fridge and it opens itself. If I forget to close it, it closes itself as well. Every toilet comes equipped with 2 buttons. An eco-friendly button in case you want to take a pee-pee, or a larger button in case you want to take big shits.
Random things in my old Irish home that are really fucking annoying. My sister.
Random things in Egypt that just make sense. In Egypt, we have juice bars everywhere. One of the main drinks is sugarcane and coconut, milk and rice.
Random things in my East London flat that just make sense. When you walk in, there's signs everywhere making sure that you don't spit inside. Whenever you're inside your flat, you have the added protection of a gated door, just in case. Our washing machine is in the kitchen, but I guess that's like most UK flats. We have the tiniest fridge ever, which is why we have a second one in our living room. We have a fireplace that's never worked that just has stuff falling out of it. When you go out on the patio, there's a window right to the toilet, just so you can hear anyone in there. There's also a wide window that goes right into the shower, so you can watch someone bathe. Lastly, we live right near all the trains, so you can hear them going by all day long.
Random things from Amazon that just make sense. This electric lighter is so you never run out of fluid, you just charge it when it's done. This fabric shaver is magic. It will quickly remove any pillage that you have piled up on your clothes. This sealer will seal shut any bag that you have to keep it fresh. And this ice tray will literally give you diamond-shaped ice, because why not?
Random things that just make sense in my French Quarter apartment. Spiral staircase to hell. Shower hanging from the ceiling. Giant Mardi Gras mask. Terrifying. Fireplace in every room. Kitchen prep table, not a real kitchen table. French doors from God knows when. Balcony access. Complete with street urchins. Hot. Another fireplace in every room. Personal balcony access. Still the street urchins. Oh, and this cat who thinks he lives here.
Random things in my overpriced shoebox-sized New York City apartment that just make sense. I have floor-to-ceiling windows that aren't soundproof, which is great because I love sleeping to the noise of cars aggressively honking and homeless people fighting every night. I also have my closet outside of my room, which is perfect because who needs privacy when they're changing? Finally, there's no exhaust fan in the bathroom, but there is a Bluetooth speaker, which is great because who cares about the odor when you can listen to your favorite song while doing your business?
Something random about the Toyota Tundra that just makes sense. And look at that goddamn mustache. Anyways, how come this is the only full-size truck where the back window rolls all the way down? Shouldn't all trucks do that? I mean, it just makes sense. And how come my car don't do that shit? Fucking Mercedes.